to do what I want to do because I don't know how to control it. Or it's stage fright. Every time I feel stage fright, my voice goes right out the window. Or it's the song is in the wrong key for me. The high notes are too high or the low notes are too low or both at the same time. Or, I was told when I was a little kid that our family, my side of the family can't sing that well. And I believe it. Or no one told me that, but I just don't think I was born with a really great voice. And because of that, I know I can't really change it. I'm stuck with what I was born with. And the list goes on and on and on. All of these reasons may be having an effect on you singing the way you want to, but they are not the main thing. And the main thing is not anything that anybody's really talking about. So here it is. The number one reason that stops you from singing the way you want to is something called your vocal defense mechanism. And I know that's a mouthful. What is your subconscious vocal defense mechanism? It's the part of your subconscious mind that was born when you first had a negative experience with your voice. It could be you stood up in front of your family and decided to sing a song, and a couple of your siblings or even your parents were over there snickering in the corner. It could be that you used your voice to give a speech or to tell a story or to do something in school, and your teacher raised an eyebrow, or other folks, either through body language or actual comments, said something negative about your voice. Or it could be worse. My wife, Tracy, when it was her turn to sing a little solo in her 4th grade class, she stood up and sang her ditty, and the teacher stopped her in the middle. Wait, stop, hold it. He stood up in front of the class and said, I don't want anybody to sound like Tracy. She's singing like a duck. You can imagine what that felt like to her and how that was imprinted in her for the rest of her life. Thankfully, she's done enough work to move through that to where she now loves to sing and loves her voice. But not everybody is able to do that, because your vocal defense mechanism is really working to protect you from any kind of experience like that. And what it does is it gets triggered by 3 different things. If you picture something you're about to sing that feels beyond your skill level to your vocal defense mechanism, that it thinks will cause you embarrassment or shame, it will pump the brakes on the power. If you picture doing something that your vocal defense mechanism thinks could hurt you, damage or injure your voice, it will pump the brakes and stop you in some way. And the third trigger is working hard. If your vocal defense mechanism goes, I think you could do this without embarrassing yourself, I think you could do this without hurting yourself, but that high note with power seems like a lot of work and we don't want to work that much, there goes the brake pedal down. So this is what everybody is up against. The part of our mind that is trying to protect us from a negative vocal experience can actually stop us from doing things that we are capable of doing. What kind of things trigger your vocal defense mechanism? High notes, especially with power. The beginning of a song where you first have to open your mouth and sing, or the beginning of any line in a song where you might not be sure what's going to come out of your mouth. Anything that your conscious mind goes, I'm not really sure about, will make your subconscious vocal defense mechanism go, no way. We're not letting you expose yourself that much. So if you go to sing, I see a bad moon rising, and you're not really sure about that high note with power, your vocal defense mechanism will pump the brakes, and you might get, I see a bad moon arising. You're not as exposed that way, not so much power. But you can also hear it doesn't sound that good. It's pitchy, it's noisy, it's breathy, because your vocal defense mechanism is not letting you bring the appropriate amount of power to the table. Or it might say, well, we'll let you have that power, but not all at once. I see a bad moon arising. I hear this a lot. A singer's vocal defense mechanism will say, we'll let you go 2/3 of the way, and then we'll scoop all the way up to the note. It works, but it doesn't sound as good as what you really want to do. So how do you learn to override your vocal defense mechanism? By doing two things. Showing it that you actually have the skill, strength, power to do what you want to do, but also setting measurable targets that you can record yourself singing to make sure you know what you need to do. So if you take your phone and you turn on whatever app you have that's a recording app and you sing, I see a bad moon arising, you go, no, that's not what I'm looking for there. Your first step is to put a number on how much power you are using, or you can call it workload or support or how much projection. All of those really mean the same thing. If you determine that was about a 4.5 or a 5, that's not enough. Record it again and sing with more power. I see a bad moon arising. Now we're cooking. Then you get to put a number on that. Say, well, I think that was a 7 workload. Great. Then from then on, every time you practice that song, you practice coming in right on the first note with a 7 power. This, of course, is going to freak out your vocal defense mechanism at first, but the more you do this, the more your vocal defense mechanism goes, okay, if Mark goes to that note and uses a 7 power, I'll let him have it. If he tries to sing higher or louder than that, I'm going to pump the brakes. And every time you have any kind of a limitation, you just get to put a measurable goal, a measurable target, and you get to record yourself listening to see if you hit the target. If you don't, you either adjust what you were trying to do or you adjust the target. Either way, pretty soon you're showing your body, I got this, I can go, I see, and it will hold up almost every single time. That's how you talk your vocal defense mechanism into letting you have what you need so that you can sing the way you want. In the second half of this video, which is coming right up, I'll show you more ways to practice overriding your vocal defense mechanism. If you like this video, please press the like button. And if you want more tips on more confidence in your singing, please subscribe to Center Stage Voice. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.